all of you are doing well and ready for another productive week. Yeah. Thank you all for joining today's All Hands. I am Titan and I will be guiding us through our agenda this morning. First, let me play our All Hands intro video. Here we go. Okay, that's it. The intro video of All Hands meetings. All right, guys. As in our previous All Hands meetings, we usually invite inspiring speakers, but however, this week we regret to inform that our speaker will not be able to attend due to a sudden schedule conflict. Yeah. So we can proceed to our All Hands section, but please don't forget to fill your personal update. Yeah. Okay. Let's proceed to All Hands section. Please, Mr. Ching, to share the vision and mission statement.
Sorry, you're muted.
Muted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Great. Can everyone hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
All clear.
All right, everyone doing. Wendy, good morning. How you doing?
Doing great, sir.
All right. Sarah, good morning. How you doing? She's like, oh, I'm muted too. That's the mute button search. It's like, which tab am I on? Which tab am I on? All right. Hey, Marcel. Oh, that's a pretty one, Marcel. How you doing, Marcel?
Not good. I don't feel kind of good with this calmness and the
All
broadcast.
right. Well, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully, if we get through my little inspirational talk, we'll feel better. I hope. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Grace smiling. Okay. Good morning, Gray. How you doing?
Morning, sir. Ready to moderate all hands.
Okay. Fantastic. Very good. Very good. Erica's given me some emojicon wellness and such, right? Hey, okay, let's do this. Since there's no inspirational speaker, let me be the inspirational speaker this morning to fill that place because there are some inspirational things I'd like to talk about. So I'll tell two stories. And oh, Furkan, here, you can cue that video of the moment we had at Deos, right? I think that was a pretty flattering moment for HR side, okay? While I get through the first story. Okay, so the first story is this. Some of you have heard this already, so if you've heard it, just please patiently bear with me. If you haven't, then pay attention, okay? So the other day, I was just rolling around in Bali, and I noticed that some things were kind of strange, okay? And maybe you all who are in, let's say, the Gen Z or millennial divide might have noticed it too, but well, instead of just kind of like ignoring it, I put all my observations into ChatGPT. So I put it into ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, why am I observing all these things? And it came up with a really interesting answer. It said, you, Jing, are seeing a post-reality world. So I was like, okay, what's a post-reality world? A post-reality world is a world where what happens online becomes a higher priority than what happens offline. Like this all-hands meeting, right? It's happening online, right? Like when people ask me, where's your office? I used to be like, it's in Jimbaran, you know, it's like here, but the truth is our office is on the internet, right? Our office is Discord, Slack, Coda, Google Meet. Our office is bigger, our office is BBCO. Our office is essentially all these particular software products that bring us together and form this sort of internet community, okay? What were some of the other observations I had put in? Somebody might ask, yeah? Well, nobody asked that, but I'll just pretend that you guys did, okay? So I observed that people go to very, very stunning. Actually, I hate that word. That word stunning is often overused, okay? Oh, okay. Here, this is a perfect moment, all right? Let me show you this moment, okay? All right, go ahead, play the clip for Con, and everyone pay attention. This is pretty interesting.
Sir, there is no sound, I think.
There's no
yes, I
sound.
think there's no sound.
Okay. All right, we have to probably adjust it for Con to play on the sound. Okay, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Okay, for Con, we'll get the technical part right and try again. Just gotta focus on the microphone there. Okay, so a few observations I put in. Number one was, why do people go to really incredible, inspirational places? Okay, and yet they spend their entire time on their phones. You've seen that before, right? You go to like I don't know, you go to like the Rock Bar or Luwata Temple or any of these places that are truly amazing and everyone's on their phones, right? Well, the reason is because they're sharing the moment and they're waiting for their likes to come in. And so that's more important than actually being kind of there, smelling the air, seeing the sight. And so this is called porpoising, right? You come out of your online world to go into the offline world for just a moment and then you go back again. It's like the way a dolphin swims mostly underwater, right? Okay. And some of the other observations I put in was, why are so many businesses closed on the main bypass from the airport in Bali all the way to Kerobokan? Now, if you've ever noticed, this particular pathway used to be the showcase of Indonesia. If you had a business in Indonesia that you wanted to gain international audience to, you would rent or buy a Ruko on the main highway going from the airport to Kerobokan, and that way your brand would be seen. But if you take a look and drive down that bypass right now, you'll see that the only businesses that remain are businesses that cannot deliver their product or service on the internet, and they tend to be experiential businesses. There are nightclubs like Bosch, spas, ole ole shops. These things probably do need a physical presence in order to do that. But everyone else is online. Okay. So one of the things that I've found to be a very interesting conversation topic, and something that you can always get anybody everywhere to talk about, is talk about post-reality. Post-reality means that whatever is happening online seems to be more important than what's happening offline, okay? It's just a condition of sort of the world we live in. And another result of post-reality is this. Post-reality worlds, whatever evolution that you expect to happen in the physical world will stop. And the further evolution will all happen on the online world. So whatever you see in architecture, whatever you see in design, whatever you see in the physical world will start slowing down, and you will see more evolution happen on YouTube, Instagram. All these things are where actually the attention is placed. All right, here's a post-reality moment here. Yeah, go ahead.
So
Try
like this
again.
right now, if somebody just recognized Bukit Vista, so all right, how do you know our brand?
LinkedIn mostly, lots of social media stuff. This guy's so active, showing his team, showing his office. So I just came up to him random just to say hi.
Company culture, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you work at Deos?
I work in recruitment.
At Deos? Or,
No.
Oh, in recruitment in general?
Recruitment, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, fantastic. That's a great story. Okay, thank you for sharing. Yeah. Okay, all right, have a good one.
Okay, that's for all of you guys, right? So the company culture here is transmitting outwards. People are seeing it, they are appreciative of it, and they respect it, okay? And it's weird because once again, in this post-reality world that we live in, sometimes we do all these things online, but we don't see the people who are admiring us. We don't see the people who are actually looking at what's happening here and really awed by it. And oftentimes it goes kind of like as just a number on a stat on a Google Analytics, right? Like, Gani, you can't really see that person. You don't know who they are. You don't know who's the viewer behind. They're there. There's hundreds of thousands of people looking at this company right now, what we do, but you don't often meet them in real life. So go out there and see if you can find more people who actually know about the brand and know about what we're doing, because they are actually there. It's just that in the post-reality world, these are one of the things that are harder to see and harder to gauge and understand as well. Okay, so that's my little inspirational topic number one for post-reality. I was going to talk about a second topic, but I'll just talk about the vision and mission statement instead. Yeah, shall we? Okay. All right. Let's pivot over to my standard little spiel. So mostly good news. Mostly good news. I know all of you are always worried. Am I going to be in a bad mood today? I'm always in a good mood. I just pretend to be in a bad mood to get better management. Yeah. Okay. Share another fun story. All right, about that. All right. I'll pause on this screen and then I'll share a fun story with you guys. Okay. So once upon a time, so I wasn't always a founder, right? I worked. I think I worked 5 jobs before Wyan and I started our own company here. So one of my best jobs, one of the best jobs I worked at is the one I always talk about. That was at Aman. Although Airbnb was a pretty good job too. Okay, all right. Anyway, at Aman, I had an excellent project manager. His name was Stuart Smith. His name is Stuart Smith. He didn't die or anything yet, I think, right? So Stuart was excellent project manager. And I had no idea going in at the project or going into the hotel development at the time that he would be such a great mentor. Wait, let me try to find his picture. Maybe I can find his picture, and then there's a face associated with the name. Okay, so you guys can see who my like sort of my what do you call it? I'm lost in Canva now. I can't find it. Who my heroes were. So oh yeah, he's Stuart in this picture here. Surprisingly, he's not. Okay. Okay. The only person not in that photo was my direct boss. Okay. So sorry. You're just going to have to imagine what Stuart looks like. Okay. Stuart certainly did not look like this lady here in the picture, but for whatever reason, I'll just keep it there. Okay. Those of you who have half a smile can be invited to my next stand-up audience. All right. So let's get to the point. Stuart told me one time that he told me about the time when he was also a more junior employee, and he was working on one of Sydney's largest developments, right? This would probably be like Grand Indonesia Mall, right, in Jakarta. So he was working on this development. It was high budget, high risk, and thousands of people working on this. Even the consultants, the people who actually work on installing elevators, architects, interior designs, there was hundreds of those. So Stuart talks about this particular time where they're having a pretty large meeting, and the project is behind schedule, the project is over budget. So they have this meeting. It's a big long table, and all the consultants are sitting there, all right? And the owner is sitting at the top of the table, and they're waiting to get the meeting started because the elevator consultant has not arrived yet. Okay, so elevator consultant runs in 5 minutes late, and the owner just goes apeshit, right? Just starts swearing and saying you all this stuff, right? He goes red in the face, his veins popping out of his neck, and everyone's just stunned. Everyone's so scared what's going on. Okay, and then he leaves the room. And then Stuart was working for a project management company at the time, and his boss tells him, hey, Stuart, go over and talk to the owner. I was like, why me? He hasn't paid his bill yet, actually, so go over and talk to him. It's like, you want me to talk to that guy after you just screamed at everyone? Yeah, go talk to him, right? So Stuart's like, okay. And so he goes over, finds the owner in his office, and it's completely 180 the opposite, right? The guy is relaxed, reading a newspaper, and just says, yes, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, I'm Stuart. I'm from the project management team here. I'm here to see if your invoice was taken care of. And the guy's like, oh, of course, right? So he stops for a moment. He takes a look at the check, and he signs the check, and he sends Stuart off, right? But most people wouldn't have learned anything from that experience, but Stuart did. Stuart was very emotionally intelligent, as any good project manager should be. So Stuart told me that he realized that that was all theater. The owner wasn't really pissed off. The owner knew how to actually drive essentially commitment on a project that wasn't on time, wasn't on budget, by creating the appearance of being really angry. Whereas in fact, he was totally chill, right? He knows when to actually communicate through emotional variance, okay? So anyways, I hope you guys learned that. That's a very executive way of thinking. And we're in the business of positive transformation. And sometimes you are supervising people that, you know, you need to get, let's say, a particular result from. And so telling doesn't necessarily change, but maybe adding a little bit of emotional drama can actually get that effect, okay? Some words of wisdom from my future or my past mentors. All right, anyways, hopefully that's inspirational. And I've only consumed 17 minutes, so I need to figure out how to spend another 3 minutes. Yeah, Kyla? All right, okay, cool. You like this? Kind of cool, yeah? So this idea, I think I was driving on the bypass the other day, and when I had it, I suddenly stopped. I think I discorded Vidi, I discorded Bella, I discorded Gani, and then Baya said, hey, how cool would this be, right? So normally on a search platform, you put in demand, you get supply, all right? You put in your date to travel, your region, whatever, and you see all the options there. How cool would it be if you could do the opposite? You put in your supply, right? I have a 2-bedroom villa in Canggu located on this location, and you see your demand, and you see essentially an index of all the guests and their faces and what they look like and what their travel preferences want to be. That'd be something cool, right? So anyways, this technology hopefully will be coming to Bukit Vista soon, maybe next semester, right? But I just wanted to kind of give everyone a vision of what that would look like and how new it is. I think we're the first company to think of this so far, which is maybe exciting, yeah? No? Yes? Okay. You will have the market event, yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's talk about, well, actually, that's a little bit too early to talk about that. Let's talk about this, actually. Wait, let me get my slides first. Okay, this is the one I want to talk about. So I want to say congratulations to the entire company. So thank you, everybody. And for those of you who don't know why, yeah, all right, okay, all right, let's be happy. Yay, 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 okay, all right. Congratulations, because Inspire Delight has happened again. I know not every all hands I'm happy. Some of the all hands I just feel neutral. No, some days I'm inspirational. But okay, anyways, I think this moment is a moment to reflect and think about all that we've been through this semester. Now it's not over, so don't stop. Right? We're like, yeah, finish line, and then don't hit the semester bonus. That's not the point, okay? The point is, this is a moment to reflect on all we've been through, and it's been a very difficult journey for everyone there. We've gained people in the team, we've lost people in the team, we've had our victories, we've had our losses, but I think this moment is a moment to just reflect on what Inspire Delight means. We have innovated so much in the past 4 or 5 months, right, in hospitality. We've come up with new policies, come up with new tech. The teams have worked really, really close together, I think, between engineering and operations in a way that never has happened before, which is truly inspirational. I think we've developed a lot of ideas. Our leadership levels are rising. We used to be mostly supervising work. Now we're mostly like thinking of strategies, preserving knowledge, gaining our knowledge. And this company is stunning. I hate using that word, right? But everybody I bring into this office and I show them what we're doing, they're just bewildered. They're like, wow, this is really, really far ahead, okay? Another fun story. I can't help it. I have to tell fun stories in the middle of my main story. So I'm like Sherazad with the 1,001 Tales. Okay. So let me introduce you guys to somebody. Does anybody remember Sean Chu? Anybody here long enough to remember Sean? No? Sean and Adam? Sean and Adam, I think, were inspirational speakers, right? A few times ago. So Sean and Adam I met in San Francisco a few months back. And so they were essentially working on this idea of AI agents, okay? And we were both at a hackathon in a really crappy building in San Francisco. But anyways, we met. And since then, what's happened is Sean's company has received funding. So they have secured 2.6 million in funding. The funny thing is that they admired us for what we've done, and we are still private, which I thought was pretty funny. And so let me share what Sean wrote. Okay, Sean wrote something pretty funny to me. Would you guys like to see it? Yeah. Okay. So this company received 2.6 million funding, which is still pretty small in the whole world of funding, but whatever. Okay. All right. So Sean wrote to me this, and this is right in my category here. Okay. Sean Chu. I don't know if you can read this, but if you can't, let me try to enlarge it. Right. Okay, I can enlarge this as much as I can, right? So I said, congratulations on your first round of funding. He said, I said, I get to say that I met you before you became famous, right? And he says, thanks, Jing. If I do get famous one day, you'll be part of the reason. What you showed me has really given me confidence in agents. And I said, I'm touched to inspire confidence. You proved to me that agents are here and now, not just a future possibility. Okay, congratulations. That's something that we've all proved together. Yeah, we proved that we are at the forefront of AI, which is pretty awesome, right? It's amazing, right? Okay, AI companies, hopefully they are going to become famous one day and become billionaire. We're inspired by Bukit Vista first, right? It's like Master Yoda sitting out here in some weird planet and eventually like training Jedi masters, okay? So, all right, anyways, yeah, that's hopefully cool. Okay. All right. Let's talk more. Let's explore more about what's happening here. So there's good news and there's bad news, but there's not too much bad news. Actually, I don't think there's any bad news at all. So this is what I want to share everybody. So year-on-year growth has bounced back. So at the very beginning in January, we're at 11%, and it rose to about 18% in February, 18% steady in March. But in April, it really started falling, our year-on-year growth. We fell to 4% in April. Those were not good times, as anybody back then could remember. Since then, back in May, we went up to 19%, went to 11%, 12%. I'm sorry, the numbers don't show, but we're back up again to 15%. So that is what recovery looks like for a growth company, right? You go up, you go down, but you're going back up again, okay? And that is because everybody's focused, aligned, strategic, working on a common goal, okay? And that's pretty incredible to see. The next incredible thing to see is the recovery from bad times. Now, some of you have been with us before COVID. Some of you joined us about during the middle of COVID. Well, those were bad times, right? And you can see how bad they were based on the revenue here. This is the best time. You see that really tall spike right there? That's the best time. Now, I know some of you are anti-materialist and like whatever, and money isn't a thing, but let's just think of it this way, right? I would say that each dollar we gain in revenue is probably equivalent to 100 likes. You can get 100 likes, but no one gives you any money. It means that they don't really care, okay? So if people give you $1, it's probably worth 100 likes. So $600,000 is 600,000 in revenues is probably equivalent to 60 million likes, okay? In a currency that, let's say, the younger people can understand, okay? Just think of the 60 million likes. And if you got 60 million likes on any particular like social media platform, you probably would be a major influencer, right? Okay, so good times, very good times. What's been working is, of course, cooperation, sales supervision, Q supervision, decisive and empathetic hospitality policies. And what I think will continue working is a better understanding of what's happening right now. So we are going through a growth cycle. For those of you that didn't notice, we're going through a growth cycle right now. It's an exciting time to be part of Bukit Vista. So the growth cycle is happening sort of by organic, sort of ad hoc at the moment. But if we can optimize it, if we can engineer it, if we can design a growth cycle that produces stronger and stronger results over time, then this company will become more and more valuable, perhaps a unicorn very soon. And its delivery of strong hospitality is equally as important as we grow. And I want to make this part very, very clear to everyone here. Okay, so expectations are clear. We have grown before, but we have failed before. Those of you who have been here for that ride remember why. Because at any point when you grow too quickly, your service quality drops. And when your service quality drops, all your existing users start wondering why they signed up with you in the first place. So they start making plans to offboard. So that's no good. That's not real growth. As Sandy said, don't fix your retention in your product, you cannot achieve growth. This is why the engineering work, this is why the content work, this is why all this particular work that we've been doing is so fundamentally important. And we've taken so long to actually grow the company because this requires deep foundations to do. However, just like foundations in a skyscraper does not actually look like you're making progress, right? When you are building foundations for a skyscraper, you're going negative in the ground. You're not going positive above the ground. It's necessary, I think, in order to achieve super high growth, okay? So I'd like to thank everybody for their participation in building foundations, most of which are invisible. I do acknowledge a lot of the best work at Bukit Vista is completely invisible, and unfortunately, it needs to be invisible for us to be successful. People don't want to know why the page is taking so long to load. People don't want to know why guests are not actually checking in at the right time, okay? So when everything is going well, there is this illusion that nothing is happening, but that is not the truth. The truth is everything is happening quietly and professionally such that it doesn't look like a panic show all the time, all right? People ask me, do you have people to repair this at this time? I go like, why would you need to repair this time if you are maintaining correctly? What do you mean? Well, you should understand essentially what the maintenance schedule of particular items are. You should inspect the property before it's actually put up for sale. So why would you expect these problems? Why do you solve problems after a guest detects it? Why don't you solve problems before a guest detects it? And they're like, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's what management is. I said, I'm glad you agree, right? So that part is often unseen, right? Guest complaints are seen. So it's important to realize that this strong hospitality service delivery is the integration of everything we do, right? It's the container that allows for future growth to happen. And there is no real growth unless this is balanced by growth, okay? But let me show you essentially what growth does look like. This is the fun part. This is the sexy part of what we do. Growth kind of looks like this now. So the growth cycle begins with looking for our advocates. These are people who are already saying great things about us. They are looking at our community experts. These are people who are reliable vendors. They provide architectural services. Maybe they provide motorbike rentals. They provide something that helps our guests and our partners experience a more delightful experience with Bukit Vista. We have leads that we get from offline and online results, and we have VIPs. We do know a lot of powerful people across the country because sometimes they come and there are inspirational speakers, and we know powerful people outside the country, and there are inspirational speakers too as well. So what we do is we combine this into a strategic guest list. We create essentially a guest list that is powerful of people who have high AUM, short delivery times, high advocacy, high virality. And that should be the focus of what we continue to do and if we want to grow. From this, we can invite, because we need to remember this. Like I said about the post-reality world, right? Unfortunately, a lot of the most wealthy people, the people with the greatest property, with the greatest amount of assets that we want to manage, they still live in the pre-post reality world. They still believe in offline. They still believe in meeting face-to-face. They still believe in the word of mouth that their community tells them. So we will not access that particular market if we don't engage in that particular market, if we don't get out, put our hands onto their hand and actually meet them in real life. So how do we do that? We already know how to do that. We already have partner community events. We already have the roundtable talks. We have our open houses. We have bonfires. We have third-party events hosted by other people that we attend as speakers, as guests, as such. From this, we document the event. We document it and we take all this information so that we capture the information, turn it into knowledge, and then we are able to then publish this online again, into the post-reality world again. We're able to take the information, put it on our YouTube channel. We're able to take the information and disperse it through BVGo. We're able to take this information and put it on our listings and our website. And this goes out to the community that was not attending, that is in the post-reality world, that will consume on their own time in their own devices. And then this feedback cycle goes back up again, hopefully one day through our automated services, through Gaia, which will strategically then help us arrange this cycle to rotate again. This, if you don't realize, is automating growth, which is exciting. It is a nice balance between offline, online, post-reality, pre-post reality, okay? So that can be the focus of the next semester. That can be the focus of the future because we're already pretty good at doing things the old-fashioned way, which is what we've always been doing, right? But this is new frontier. This is new territory. This is something that we can look forward to doing. You guys like it? Yeah? Okay, great. All right, so let's continue then. So that's what essentially the growth cycle will look like. And the next phase is the standard stuff, okay? So once again, my strategic commitment, my commitment as a leader is to provide a vision, show everybody what's possible that that we don't know yet, right? I'm listening to everyone. I'm watching everybody to help me guide this particular vision so that it's not crazy, so it's not unattainable. It is something that is essentially, we all understand, but we just need to kind of help it formulate into a high resolution picture. But this is just a picture unless we all do our job. This is just a vision unless we actually commit to executing it, putting it into practice, and grinding the cycle turn after turn. My commitment is to train and develop better strategists, better upper managers, and then the next semester I want to produce more visionaries. I've realized something. I've realized something really, really important. Each one of our programs can be its own separate company at a certain point. I'll say that again. Each one of our programs and subproducts can be its own separate company. Let's give an example, right? Can BBGO be its own separate company? Probably. Can Bigger be its own separate company? Probably. Can the revenue management be its own separate company? Each one of our primary products has the potential to be world-class and leading its own category, all right? The RTT, this occurred to me the other day too, because I've been doing these hundreds of times with Erica and Wayana and all that. I realized that the RTT one day, maybe not too far away from today, will become one of the most powerful political lobbies in Bali because it is the only Bali homeowner association. Now, if you get thousands of homeowners all together, you have political power, right? Maybe you can get streets fixed. Maybe you can fix congestion. Maybe you can do better urban planning. You can petition the government to actually get things done in a better way, okay? We're the only company that has this. We don't even realize we have it, but I thought about it the other day. I was like, yeah, you control the opinions of maybe hundreds of developers, homeowners, locals, foreigners, all these groups of people, and they have tens, hundreds of people that work for them. That could be quite an important political lobby at some point, okay? Anyway, so at some point I would like to actually evolve more people to explore their own visions of how to develop each particular category program that we have already successfully run here at Bukit Vista. But for the short term, I'd like to ensure that everyone gets a successful chance to earn a fair bonus, yeah? All right, anyways, the core value that I'd like to leave you guys to think about is this: be the hero. Be the hero. A few months ago, I think 3 million sales target, all the things that we've been talking about, all the things that we've been thinking about was unattainable. It was a vision. It was something that was maybe attainable, but it would be really, really hard to visualize in a way. But now I've realized that most people can't even remember what it was like not to have a capable supervisor. Most people don't even remember what it's like to probably go and have to answer an inquiry themselves anymore, right? Most people probably don't know what it's like to actually struggle with screaming guests, complaining about overbookings or anything like that. It's just so quiet now because everything's running so smoothly. But it wasn't always that way. It was not always where everything was quiet. It wasn't always that everybody checked their BBGO and updated. People would still WhatsApp us and ask us what time the guests are checking in. I remember all those moments, right? Some of you still do actually experience those moments. But it's the power of essentially believing that there is a better future. There is a more smooth, automatable future that everybody in the world can look up to with what we're doing, with our tech, with our innovation that happens not just in, just AI and everything, but it happens in policy, it happens in personhood, it happens in the culture that we have in this company. It happens in every particular dimension because that's what makes a company, okay? But you got to believe that it's going to happen. Otherwise, all the small things that stop along the way will get you to backtrack, okay? Everyone here belongs as part of an incredible mission, as an incredible company, an incredible place and time. So enjoy it and be proud of it and be the hero for September, okay? Because we got a lot more to do. This is only 1% finished, okay? Bukit Vista, when we make 60 million a month, is probably more to the size of the company we really want to achieve, yeah? Are you guys with me? Yeah?
Yeah.
1%, okay. All right, fantastic. Yes.
Sir, just to
Time to hurry up, yeah?
Yeah, to conclude, it's 6 minutes overtime already.
All right, to conclude, revenue goal, 3 million, 4.8, 5-star percentage of 80%, all right? 5x individual bonuses. The company achieves the 3 million sales target from April 1st to September 30th, measured on October 5th. Next, if we reach the revenue goal and 2 hospitality goals, we have 5x individual bonus in September, 1 goal, and 1 hospitality goal, 3x. This is the last month to do it. So, the revenue goal is not reached, there is no bonus. Therefore, bonuses will be calculated on the weighted average of the monthly individual bonuses and bonus caps and bonuses to apply to under and overachieving months and carry weight on semester bonuses. Congratulations, this month is bonus boost. There's 25% boost on everyone's bonus. Okay, that's it. Next, done.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for wrapping in the near end, yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jing, as being the inspirational speaker, and I'm Gray here as a moderator. So thank you, Titan, for sharing the screen. So hope you guys are inspired by what Mr. Jing has said, and keep up the spirit. It's the first week of the month, a new month for us to reach the semester target. All right, now let's move to Furqan. You can present the hospitality and revenue target.
Okay, thank you very much, Kak Gray. By the way, I'm not rapping because I'm not as fluent as Mr. Ding. So, hello everyone. I'm Furqan from HRT Bukit Vista. Would like to update you with the hospitality and also revenue target achievement this week. We to emphasize that the hospitality and revenue target achievement will be calculated on the semester basis. Okay, this is Villa Mula, amazing villa that we have just launched last week on Canggu. So yeah, kudos to all teams involved that is able to deliver this beautiful property. Next slide, please. Okay, so this has been mentioned several times. I believe you have already aware our revenue target and hospitality target. So let's directly skip into the next slide, which is breakdown of the hospitality target achievements. I need to emphasize that this week we actually have turn down or decrease in every metrics. So let's bear with me. The first one is accuracy. There is a decrease by 0.7% from last week. Last week is 85.9% and this week is 85.2%. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, on the next slide, we see the check-in metrics is also decreasing by 0.5% last week from 87.6%, now coming to 87.1%. Next slide, please. On the cleanliness side, there is a decrease, a significant decrease because it passes 1%, to be precise, 1.1%. Last week from 81.9%, this week to 80.8%. Next slide, please. Communication, there is also a decrease by 0.9%. Last week from 86.5%, now it's reversed, 85.6%. Okay, and next to the location has been also decreased by 0.9%, same as the communication. Last week from 73.4%, now into 72.5%. And last one, there is a decrease also in value by 1.1% last week from 81.4% and now from to 80.3%. Okay, so to conclude in overall, next slide, please. Up until this point, from April 1st until September 2nd, we accumulate 85.5% 5-star rating and also 4.75 in overall rating. This performance is actually decreasing 1% on 5-star rating compared to last week and also 0.01 on overall rating compared to last week. However, to balance, we have slight good news in the revenue target achievement. Next slide, please. Yeah, So our revenue target achievement is actually getting closer to our target. With now we are hitting on 2.7 million US dollar, only less than 300 USD to catch up, and we already below or lower than 10% revenue left to catch up, and we still have like 15% or 28 days time to catch up. So using the burn down philosophy, this is actually quite aligned and also quite controlled, but we need to keep our head high and also move our spirit to make sure that it is on track over time. So yeah, that's basically the report from my side. Thank you very much, Kak Gray. Back to you.
Thank you, Furkon, for the conclusion. So, yep, not a really good stats for this week, but like Furkon said, let's keep the head up high so we can increase the ratings for next week. Okay, next to weekly mission inspiration, I believe there's none from guests, partner, or employees, and only from technological side. So we can scroll down to all of you that present to conclude it and compact the explanation. Yeah, because I see there's a lot of text. So, yep, first to Lutfi.
Okay, before only guests who decided to chat with Guy got the inside scoop on events. But what about those who never struck up a conversation? They will miss out. Now we're flipping the script. Once a guest book with us, Guy will slide into their DMs with event recommendations. No need to wait for them to start the chat. These personalized suggestions will be pulled from our event calendar, the Airbnb listing descriptions, and the cool guidebooks our content team has created. Now, impact. Guy has been busy and sent out 748 event recommendations between 7th of August to 20th of August 2024. Currently, there's some limitations. Gaia will always default to the calendar to look for recommendations. If there's no events, Gaia will look for a guidebook. If there is no guidebook, Gaia will look to the listing description. So right now, Gaia can recommend an event guidebook and interesting nearby locations from the listing content at the same time. It has to be separate. That's all.
All right, thank you, Lutfi. That's quite cool, actually. Good job. Thank you, Lutfi. Next to Ardi.
Okay, thanks, Kagre. There's an update for Gaia More. Before the implementation, Gaia More has several challenges. Yes, outdated information, limited cross-selling models, and lack of sentiment-based validation, inefficient manual follow-up. So after the implementation, Gaia More can offer guests the option to extend their stay to fill gap night or provide alternative to other properties in the same area. And Gaia More can recommend it, new event happening in the area. Then there's an update to revise button also be reactive, allowing a user to change the wording and remove some overlisting themselves. And the target and achievement for the Gaia More, 20% conversion rate, and this improvement aims to help Gaia More achieve the target. Thank you.
Thank you, Ardi. Yes, good job. That means it's really good because that can help our revenue to reach. Yes, next to Titan, actually, as the host. Yes, Titan, are you
Yeah.
there?
Okay. This is the announcement of evaluation for the review conversion rate milestone. Currently progress on case review. Previously, we encourage guests to leave reviews by sending reminders 3, 7, and 12 days after checkout. This approach gave us a review conversion rate of 0.4. Now, with our new system, guests are prompted to leave a review on the day they check out, and the follow-up reminders at 3, 7, and 12 days are automatically sent. This automation means no manual effort is needed. However, despite these improvements, we haven't yet hit our target review rate of 0.6, and currently we are at 0.43, and we plan to make further updates, but reaching our goal will require ongoing support from our on-site staff. Then the next steps in the next phase, we may add more gentle reminders to encourage reviews, especially when we have successfully met guest expectation during their stay. That's when they are most likely to appreciate our efforts. If you have any idea on how we can naturally encourage guests to leave positive reviews, please share them with us. Thank you. Back to you, Mbak Gri.
All right, thank you, Titan. Yes. So to everyone that has any idea for how guests to leave reviews, so we can increase the ratings a bit for next week, please hit up Titan. Yeah. Okay. Next to company theme, target and achievement, I believe it will be back to Furkon.
Okay. Thank you very much, Kak Grace. So since now we are coming into the early month of September, let's make an August recap. A bit. The first one, we would like to congratulate to all of you because we have hit all of our target, at least our OK target in August. So yeah, congratulations to all of us. And especially for the revenue target, we hit our achievement target. Okay. Awesome target, sorry, our awesome target, not achievement target. So to recap on the revenue target, we have achieved 619.706 USD. It's over 108% from our OK target. And for the 5-star percentage achievement, we have achieved 84.9%, 101.70%, passing our OK target, and also the overall rating. We also achieved at 4.79, which already passing our OK target as well. So what makes us success to reach the target on the August? And the first one is asset under management. Under manageable properties, target breakdown on uh, 543,366 US dollar for asset under management, including revenue collected from advance bookings on off-boarded properties, and we achieve around 498,181 USD. Properties launched on July 2024 was targeted 28,884 USD and contribute around 30,865 US dollar. These are the list of 24 properties with a revenue growth higher than 10%, with average growth from these properties around 35%. And then these are the list of 8 properties with growth around 5 until 10%, which average growth from these properties are around 5.2%. And 42 properties showed a decline in performance compared to last year's. These properties previously had available capacity, and few properties highest performance differences. You can kindly check the all hands page on company team target achievement, and also click the others to visit the full list. And next, for the unmanageable properties under this category contribute almost 60,000 US dollar this month. Okay, after that, moving on, second factor, which is new properties launched on August 2024. More potential, around 34,600 is expected from properties were launched this month, where we achieve around 23,654 US dollar. Increase from last month with contribution around 9,600 US dollar. And then the third factor, which is investment strategy, Investment strategy on few projects amounted around 1,400 US dollar as Bukit Vista income, or contributed around 7,400 US dollar on the revenue. Okay, so that's we have a recap around for the August performance. Now let's move ahead into the September target. So this is because this is just an early week on September. We haven't calculated or keep track about the achievements yet, but we would like to announce on the OK target and also of the awesome target for September. So for September, the OK target for revenue is 600,000 USD, with the awesome target with 631,456,000 USD. On to 5-star percentage, the OK target would be 84.5%, and the awesome target would be 86%. And the last one, on overall rating, the OK target would be 4.78, and the awesome target would be 4.8. So, what are our opportunities for the September? In early this month, we started with 30% occupancy, 1% expired dates, 1% maintenance, and 2% owner usage so far. We have 62% not available to sell to achieve our OK target. So that's the recap. I would like to also thank you, Kayla and Bella, for recapping this company team target and achievement. And to Kak Gray, back to you.
All right. Thank you for Con. So congrats to everyone on the company for achieving the August target. Now we are on the 3rd of September. So around 27 days to go to achieve our whole semester target. So let's keep up the spirit. And also we might need 5 to 10 minute extension because now we're on the promotion and there's still core value and announcement left to be announced. So 2 promotion and new employees. I believe we have 1 promoted by Bella. Bella, are you there to announce who is coming to the team?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you, Grace. So we'll have Michael. Actually, he was joined on yesterday, but since he has class this time, he will come back at 1 p.m. So congratulations, Michael, as the part-timer for data scientist part of business intelligence team, or currently still revenue management. Thank you. Back to Grace.
Yep. Thank you, Bella. So yes, Michael has joined our team, so let's welcome him. And next to core value recognition, I believe we have some. Let's start from the latest one by Mas Hafiz, yeah? To Agus Weda as the person recognized. Yes, to Mas Hafiz.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I would like to recognize Beta. So Beta on the last week took the photo of the activity in Lemanja. So he successfully captured the moment so well that the photo so we can see on the attachment there. Thank you, Beta. Good job.
Yes, good job, Weda. Yes, the first pick, once again, Mr. Jing as being inspirational speaker everywhere, anywhere, yeah, anytime. Yeah, next to Krishna as the nominator, recognizing Rifki.
Okay, thank you, Kak Grace. So I want to recognize Ripki within core value help other to help themselves and inspire delight. As this is final week of Ripki, maybe couple days left, it's important to recognize his effort in proactively transferring knowledges and ensuring that Hermes or Gaia will continue to operate smoothly in his absence. Over the past 1 to 2 weeks, Rifki has remained active, addressing urgent issues while supervising technical aspect of the current successor, which is RD, and sharing his expertise. So I would like to thank him so much about his last contribution. Thank you, Rifki.
Thank you, Krishna. Yes, and thank you, Rifki, for all your contribution, yeah. And next to Wendy, recognizing Fidi.
I want to recognize Kavidi for help other to help themselves. So over the past month, I've been assigned to tasks involving in Olympus microservice. As a new environment for me and very challenging, I have to learn about Python from the scratch and adapt with the technology inside the Olympus, like a batch for handler, integromat, and etc. And he helped me a lot over the past month, and I asked him a lot, and he always ready to help me and teach me. So he was acting like a personal coach for me. And yeah, that's also it's a big thanks to Coffee and also shout out to all engineering teams members for their outstanding work last month. And let's carry the momentum into this month.
Yes, thank you, Wendy. I believe VD has been a lot of mentor to a lot of people in the engineering team. So yes, keep up the good work also, VD. Next, Furkon recognizing Mr. Jing, Wayana, and Kak Bayu.
Okay, so yeah, after the failure of RTT last Thursday at Fuego, Mr. Jing, Mawayana, and also Kabe do not hesitate to help me by giving feedback to improve the next RTT iteration. And now we come with an improved understanding on how to set the RTT. We have a team to discuss now. We understand what needs to be approached, and it hasn't been realized yet. And tonight is the moment of truth. If either it is improving or not. Still, I'm grateful for the feedback that you have given to me to improve the RTT. Thank you very much to three of you, and back to you, Kak Gray.
Yes, thank you Furkon for recognizing that we still need critics no matter how good we are, and there's always something to learn. Yes, we will be waiting for the result, Furkon. Next to Kak Bayu, recognizing Titan and Lutfi.
Okay, thank you. Great. Yeah, this is for Titan and Lutfi for Never Settle. So I noticed Titan and Lutfi is taking ownership of their project that they are working on since last month even. The room is reassignment and also review reminders. And they keep improving the feature even when the project is already finished. So I think this is a very important qualities for someone that builds a product for the others to use, to care and always improving. So thank you, Titan and Lutfi.
Okay, thank you, Kabayu, and thank you, Titan and Lutfi, for the performance. I believe people keep calling you juggling master, for both of you. Yes, next to the nominator is Lutfi actually recognizing Titan now. A really great duo,
Okay.
Yep.
Titan has the ability to evaluate the results of the executors in the engineering chapter. He's able to use data and measure the impact of our features that we've built. He can provide an objective evaluation based on reality. He's not afraid to go out in the wild and collect the data himself to show the impact of our features. So I'd like to thank you, Kak Titan, for giving objective and database evaluations for the features that we've built.
All right. Thank you, Lutfi. Yes, congrats, Titan and Lutfi, also. Keep up the good spirit to always enhance our tools. Yes, I believe it's 5. We might need 5, a bit more extension for the announcement, so we can go to the announcement first, Titan. The announcement is from Rayhan.
Okay, so I'd like to announce about the recap of offline canvassing Bounty second wave. So offline Bounty second wave is from August 21 until August 30. So I'd like to acknowledge Kashelin and also Moayana that they already earned some good leads for us, especially for the property owners. So Kashelin earned 4 times 150K, and also Moayana 7 times 150K. So thank you for you guys, all of you guys, to participating of this bounty, and see you on the next bounty program. So you can ask Marcel for the next program. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Rayhan. Yes, I believe mock is on fire. Yeah, 7 leads. Congratulate to Moena and Shalin for achieving the bounty. And I believe, yes, we are on time. Only 1 minute extension. So no need 5 to 10. So sadly, we cannot read the personal updates, but I believe you have updated your personal updates. And don't forget to comment asynchronously. So, yep, this is all for the all hands today. So thank you everyone for attending. Once again, congratulations for achieving the August target and keep up the good work to achieve the semester target and the September target as well. So good day and have a great day, everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you, Ethan. Thank you, Kak Grace.
guys.